All right, so today I wanted to teach how to do multivariable factoring. Multivariable factoring. So what multivariable factoring means is that you are going to have more than one variable. So in previous questions, you may have been asked to factor something like x squared plus 5x plus 6, something that is only in one variable, right? X. When we do multivariable factoring, though, we have more than one variable. So we may have something like x squared plus 11xy plus 30y squared. Notice that this polynomial has more than one variable. We have an x, but we also have a y. So the way I do a multivariable factoring is I start off doing the rainbow method. And the rainbow method says you want to draw the rainbow from the first number to the last number, the leading coefficient to the last coefficient. So right here, I hit 30. And what number is in front of this x squared? It's going to be a 1 if there's no number there. And now we're going to multiply the numbers that the rainbow lands on. It lands on 1 and 30. So 1 times 30 is going to give me 30. But what are we adding up to? We're always adding up to the middle number. In this case, it's 11. So I want to find two numbers. They need to multiply to 30 because that's my rainbow number. That's the number that I got when I multiplied 1 and 30. But I also need those two numbers to add up to 11. Two numbers that multiply to 30 but add up to 11. What could that be? 6 and 5. Once you know your two numbers, go ahead and write them down, separate them out by commas. And now what I can do is I can break up the middle term. I can break it up into 6 and 5. Those are the two numbers that I found. But to add up to 11xy, they both need to have xy's. So I'm going to put xy's beside them. And now I can bring down the two terms that we haven't used yet. The 1x squared on the left side, I can bring that down. And I can also bring down the 30y squared that we haven't used yet. So now that I have that, I have four terms. I have 2 on the left side that I can group together, and I have 2 on the right side that I can group together. I want to take out what the two terms have in common on the inside, and I know that they both have an x. So once I take out the x that's in common, I'm left with a 1x plus 6y. 1x plus 6y. Over here in this group, I need to figure out what I need to take out that's in common. I know that both of these numbers can be divided by 5, so I can take a 5 out. I also know that both of these terms have a y, so at least I can take a y out. And now, what am I left with inside parentheses? What do I need to multiply 5y to get back to 5xy? An x. And then I bring down my plus sign, and then whatever I need to multiply 5 to get back to 30, that would be 6, right? And then how many y's do I need to multiply back to y squared? Took out one of the y's, so now I need one more y. Now, what's on the inside of the parentheses should be the same. You have 1x plus 6y over here. Over here, you have 1x plus 6y, right? The 1 is understood to be in front of the x anyways. These parts need to match up. What's on the inside needs to match up. But what's on the outside, it's going to put in its own set of parentheses, right? What do I have on the outside? I'll underline those in blue. I have an x and a 5y. So those are going to go together. So I'm going to write x plus 5y And then in the second factor, I'm going to put what we have in common. I'll do that in red because I underlined it in red. The inside, the parentheses part, is going to get put right here. So I need to have 1x plus 6y. And that's how you factor. So multivariable factoring is done by doing the rainbow method and then grouping. And I hope that helps.